You know, when I think about my son and I think about my daughter, there's really nothing, there's no limit to what I wouldn't do to make sure that they're provided for and that they have everything that they need. My son is my little hero, my little buddy. My daughter, my princess. They deserve the world, and I plan on giving it to them. At my hardest, I worked 3 jobs from 6 in the morning to midnight every single day. I did it as long as I physically could do it because I wanted to make sure I could provide for them the type of life that they deserve. I wanted to make sure that I could keep them in the school that I thought that they should be in, even though that school costs more than our home. I wanted to make sure that they were provided for, and I wanted to make sure that my wife was provided for. That's the way my father taught me. That's the way his father taught him. That's the way my mother's father, that's the way he was an example for all of us. And so last week when this person stopped me and said that I'm such a good example of a black father, I was offended. It bothered me because I'm not a great example of a black father. I'm an average example of a black father. Every black man that I know that is a father is a great father. Don't come and pat me on the back and say, you're such a great example of a father. No, I'm an average black father. When money was tight, I got a second job. That doesn't make me a great example of a black father. That's what black fathers that I know do. I can't even think of a single black man that I know who is not taking care of his responsibilities. So patting me on the back like I'm some great father is an insult because I'm not a great example of a father. I am an average example of a black father. You've bought into lies, false narratives promulgated by people like Fox News, Bill O'Reilly, Geraldo Rivera, who has like 5 different kids from 5 different women, has the nerve to get on TV and tell LeBron James that instead of wearing a hands up t-shirt, he should wear a be a good father t-shirt. Geraldo, you are not the gauge. You are not the measurement by which we are going to determine whether or not we are good black fathers. You are no role model. I determine my fatherhood, my manhood, based on the examples of other black men that I model my life after. So I don't have to perform for you. It's important that they make you believe that the only thing wrong in the black community is the absence of black fathers, because it deflects and it distracts away from the real problem, which is the socio-economic plight of African Americans. The fact that unemployment in black communities is higher than in any other community in the United States. The fact that crime is disproportionately an economic problem and not just a color problem. They not only want you to think that African American fathers are absent, they want you to think that we're criminal too, because it helps perpetuate their political agenda. It helps them maintain the idea in your mind that we're criminal, that we're lazy, and that we don't take care of our children. But that's a false narrative, that's a lie, and the facts don't back it up. Maybe it's because their expectation is that the black father could not be because of the intentional destruction of the black father throughout American history. Slavery, lynchings during Jim Crow, flooding of our communities with drugs, systematic targeting of black men by the prison industrial complex. All that they've done to destroy the black father, and we're still here. Black men have not abandoned their children. Black men are active in their children's lives. Black men are taking care of their responsibilities. Some of the same people that you would call a thug, they are great fathers. If you want to see an example, if you're in Boston, go down to Roxbury, go down to Brockton, and you'll see boys on the block taking care of their kids, walking their boys and their girls to school, taking them to church, taking their boys to football practice, their girls to ballet and dance. If you're in South Florida, go down there to 6th and 8th, go down there to 10th and 8th, down by Ely High School, and you'll see fathers being present. Some of the same people that you call thugs are taking care of their kids, working 2 or 3 jobs. Maybe you got mixed up with a bad one. But there are bad ones in every community. There's bad white fathers, there's bad Hispanic fathers, and there are white kids who haven't seen their fathers in 20 and 30 years. There are always going to be bad examples, but that's the exception and not the rule. So no, I am not a great example of a black father. I'm an average black father. And so this false narrative about the absent black father stops today because it's a lie. And for everyone who knows that this false narrative is a lie, comment and tell me about your black father. Tell me about all the examples of good black men that you know, and help us bring an end to this false narrative perpetuated on us by a system that does not want to be accountable for the disparities in America.